Taurus, Ali from Indigo Ascension. Welcome to your weekly quick read for the week beginning January the 18th. It's been a relatively quiet few weeks since December the 21st. We've been deeply integrating this new frequency that has been coming through into the collective thanks to the planetary placements. We're going to notice a lot of air placements this year. 2021 energy moves very quickly, and it will demand of us to make our mind our friend, or at least certainly be able to identify if we're willing to do so and do things differently, more importantly, when it comes to the power that we all inherently hold within us to be the creators of our reality, which always start from a single thought. Now, the final 2 weeks of January can be tension filled, can be potent, yes. However, let's look at them as the opportunities they are. This is lightning bolt energy, Taurus, in many ways. Now, we're going to be experiencing not just a transition from Capricorn into Aquarius season this week. We are going to be feeling the effects of Mars squaring off with Saturn, all right? So, Taurus, you've got both Uranus and Mars, okay, within your zodiac. So you're going to be feeling this Mars energy. You're going to be feeling this Uranus energy, okay? But that is more of a bigger story. With Saturn in Aquarius, that's going to be front and center. So how that cosmically looks up in the skies, there's very much this desire to expand into new boundaries, new structures, rules, ways of life, living. We know that fundamentally change is here. We did a lot of deep integration work. More importantly, a lot of Capricorn placements last year were helping us shift out of old versions of self, old fears, old ways of living, loving, being, whatever the case may be, yeah? And now Capricorn has handed the baton over to Aquarius when it comes to Saturn for the next few years and Jupiter for the next year. So Taurus is a fixed sign, and Taurians, you guys will know what you are like in your essence when you will just not be pushed. If there's something you don't want to do, you don't want to shift and change, you're comfortable with your routine and there's no convincing you otherwise. Imagine what that energy is like when someone says Taurus, yes. So you're going to be feeling the fire of Mars, okay? But more importantly, you're going to be wanting on deeper subconscious levels or very apparent conscious levels, Taurus, you're going to know that it is time for change, okay? You've been dealing with this energy since 2018 with Uranus in your sign, and you will be all the way through till 2026. Okay, this Mars is like a little injection of energy to really light the fire. If we've been stagnating, if we know that change is necessary and we've only been making a snail's pace, if we've been ignoring things, this is when the lightning bolt energy hits, because change is here. I can flip that coin, Taurus, and it also is the lightning bolt of an aha moment, or that raw primordial energy that goes, you know what, no more. And that could be a boundary line. That could be me deciding that for myself. That could be me choosing to wake up tomorrow and put in, like quit my job and completely change the course of my life, as I knew it. So it is beautiful energy because it is raw, okay? This is the energy that gets us moving. This is the energy that shifts us out of our fears. This is the energy that shifts us out of stagnancy, Taurus, all right? So for the zodiacs this week, I wanted to break it down to highlight and show you where that might be happening within the areas of life that you might be experiencing that. For you, this is happening in your first house, Taurus. This is all about you, baby. It's everything about who you are, who you think you are, who you have been. Your physical constitution, what you do, like just the core of your being, you are going to be feeling this energy as far as enough is enough. Okay, no more bad habits, no more old ways of holding myself back, no more allowing people to fill in the blanks. I deserve this. On some level, Taurus, okay? You deeply integrated the wisdom of those Capricorn transits last year, okay? In your ninth house is about connecting into higher knowing, higher self, philosophy, connecting into the higher view, okay? You deeply integrated some wisdoms, okay? So last year was your grief energy. Last year was the time that you could sort of let go of the old. And for the Taurians that know in themselves that they haven't actioned the new, you are going to be feeling this energy, okay? This square energy really potently. If you know in yourself, you've made changes, you've taken risks, and it could apply to any area of your life because this heat transit, this lightning bolt, hits your first house. Your first house is everything, all areas of your life, everything about you. Okay? Let's take a look, my dear. In the past, you knew it was about communication, you knew it was about exciting news, exciting chapters. This could be applied on very practical levels. Where you're currently at now, I feel I'm connecting into many Taurians that know it is time to either give up the battle or they are claiming this. And if you are shifting out of realities, if you need to have conversations and communications with the past, with the old, that stuff you deeply integrated last year and just knew this was the year, you're holding on to that, okay? That is also the victor of the battle, all right? No more fighting against myself, no more fighting against my fears, my demons, no more fighting to defend the position I'm in about my right to, again, fill in the blanks. This literally could be anything, okay? There's a risk this week, Taurus, that you will revert back in some way to being indecisive and deciding the best way forward. Communication is necessary. More so, I feel this is an internal communication where you have decided. So again, I want to emphasize this square energy is happening in your first house, everything about self, okay? What was it about ninth house energies last year, okay, that you integrated? The ninth house again is about connecting into higher wisdom, having those aha moments. It could rule study, okay, because the ninth house does rule university, it rules higher study, spiritual esoteric studies, okay? There's something here that you have decided, like this. If I saw someone with the transit that was being affected in their first house and ninth house, Taurus, this could be someone that has decided to implement everything they've learned on a spiritual level into every facet of who they are and ground it down into their lives. I've had an amazing aha moment about my love language and what I desire in love, and how I've always followed this sort of patterning where I've fallen into the same old routines and dynamics, different faces, different people, whatever the case, but it is me, yeah? There's this aha moment that I am now grounding that wisdom down into my everyday, into myself, into my core. I could look at it on very practical levels, and that could be me integrating university studies and seeking knowledge and stuff, and then being able to, now I would have completed that, and then now grounding that down. So here I am out in the market, getting communications, getting news about securing careers based on a university degree that I was studying for the last 5 years. This is me winning above all other competitors, tossing up and deciding which way, the best way forward, okay? How much of myself am I going to invest in this moving forward? There's something shocking here, Taurus, about this week where you do, and don't feel that shocking energy is a bad thing. It's not. It is that energy that is required to shift us out of stagnancy. No more umming and ahhing, no more just applying for jobs. Here's that offer, what are you going to do? Okay? Here's that opportunity to deeply integrate some wisdoms. What are you going to do? Maybe children are at play or involved in your life or are relevant in some way or another. Maybe, bringing back this childlike essence, because there is a whole new chapter at play when I'm working with first house energy after I've deeply integrated ninth house energy, all right, Taurus? So there's this childlike essence about me where I am excitedly communicating. There's this excited energy thanks to the Page of Wands, receiving ingoing and outgoing communications and practical applications of this news, okay? So take it however it resonates. You are closing a karmic chapter, my dear, but like I said, the grief card is at the bottom, but I feel more strongly that is about the past as far as stuff you have already integrated, okay? Don't forget your humor. The Buddha card has shown up for you today, all right, Taurus? I choose to focus on the lighter side of life, so remember that when your Taurian fixed energy might get pushed somewhere around the 20th of January. And you know what, guys, I'm telling all of the zodiacs, the more conscious awareness we bring to all situations, the less threatening they really are to our perceptions and how we see ourselves, okay? We don't have to be struggling in reaction mode. We can literally be prepared for this incoming stuff. We can bring our 100% conscious awareness to any situation and respond rather than react. And not all lightning bolts have to be scary, yeah? They changed the scene. All right, Taurus, see you next week. Have a great week. Oh, if you're wanting to book a personal reading, check out the shop link above where you can find a number of different products and services from Indigo Ascension. Hope you got something out of this for your quick read. I'll see you next week, Taurus. Take care.